Hello.
Hello, mate.
Where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
How's
You,
it
s- you,
Indonesia?
s- you speak English?
What?
You can speaking English?
Yes, I can. Can you?
Just a little bit. I wanna try.
What?
Yeah, I will try.
No problem. So how's Indonesia?
You from Israel?
Yes, I am.
Uh, I wanna ask you something by the way.
What?
I wanna ask you something.
Of course. Go for it.
Uh, Situation in Israel. What the condition in there?
It's pretty rough at this point. On the 7th of October, we lost many Israeli innocent lives, and we are still mourning those lives that have been lost.
Sorry. Slow. Can you speak slowly?
Yes. So
Eh,
on the 7th of October, a, li- a little bit over a month ago, many Israelis' lives have been lost, and at this point, we are still mourning those lives that have been lost. Israel is currently in a war with Gaza, with Hamas within Gaza, and so the ground invasion has already started,
hmm?
um, which is something that is creating a lot of losses from our side. A lot of soldiers that their lives have been lost within the war, which is very sad for us. But again, the goal is worth it. Hamas needs to be eliminated. Hamas needs to be wiped off the face of the earth. And the war is hard on us. We do get rocket launched at us pretty much like twice a day, something like that. But our government is doing the best it can to protect us. So I am hoping for the best.
But and you know in newspaper or social media uh, in Palestine, uh, 10 hundred I don't know civilian or kids deaths. It's wrong or true.
Okay, so first of all, I will say I don't know the amount of casualties from the very simple reason these numbers are coming from the Palestinian government within Gaza, which is Hamas. So no one is actually checking and if those numbers are even true. For Israel, it took over 40 days to identify all the bodies, to even count all the bodies, and Israel has the best technology on the planet. And so, if it took Israel over 40 days to check how many bodies there are, I'm a little bit skeptic about the numbers that are coming from Gaza within days. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not denying the fact that there are casualties. I think there are casualties, and there are probably a lot of them. A lot. I don't know the accurate number from the very simple fact that I don't trust Hamas. I don't trust the numbers that Hamas releases.
You don't trust Hamas,
Why would I trust Hamas?
so
Um,
do you think Hamas is terrorist or like that?
of course they are.
Of
There's no
course,
question. Yeah. Look, in their charter, Hamas says very clear,
but but
no doubts.
mm,
They're saying the day of judgment will not come until the Muslims will fight and kill the Jews, and the Jews will hide behind rocks and trees, and the rocks and trees will cry, "Oh Muslim, there's a Jew behind me, come and kill him." This is a hadith from Islam that is taken within the Hamas charter and calls for the destruction, for the genocide of all Jewish people, not only in Israel, but all around the world. So if you don't recognize a group that their only goal is to kill all Jews all around the world, not only in Israel, to eliminate the Jewish people from this planet, if you don't call them terrorist organization, I don't know what you do call them.
but So army Israel forced the hospital is right or true?
Bombed the hospital? Which one?
Yeah, hospital in you know where Gaza is have a hospital from Indonesia.
So there are two things happening. First of all, the 1 week
Why
thing.
army Israel bomb this hospital?
So a few weeks ago, there was a rocket, a missed rocket launch fired by the Islamic Jihad within Gaza, a terrorist organization within Gaza. Not Hamas, the Islamic Jihad, it's a different terrorist organization. That fired rockets to Israel, and one of the rockets was misfired and hit the hospital's parking lot, which caused civilian casualties. But it was not an Israeli airstrike. If Israel would airstrike, it would not look that way. But if you're talking about the Shifa hospital, which is what we're talking about currently, happening in the last few days, Israel has actually came to Gaza with doctors and Arabic speakers in order to provide medical help within Shifa. It's not directly bombing Shifa, but Shifa is used by Hamas as a militant base. It hides.
Hamas in hospital Shifa.
Yeah, they admitted it. It's not even Israel saying it. Hamas.
Hamas in there
Yeah.
after you bomb the hospital.
Hamas are using the hospital as a military base. So they are hiding within the hospital rooms rockets launchers, guns, ammunition, all sorts of things in order to fight Israel. And they're using the hospitals because they know Israel will not have the legitimacy to go after the hospitals. This is hiding behind their civilians. If someone, my mother is one of the managers of one of the biggest hospitals within Israel. If the IDF would come into the hospital with guns and weapons and store them within the hospital, they would kick them out.
But I don't know. I don't know. I think you bombed this hospital. When you bomb hospital, too many people not being mistake. You know what I mean.
But when Hamas uses the hospital,
Sorry. Too many kids, civilians. When you bomb it, they are not being mistake, bro. Sis.
I agree with you. They're innocent. They're not. They don't deserve to die. And there's a huge but. Israel. One of the first things Israel has done in the start of this war is allow the Shifa hospital to evacuate from the building. They told all patients, doctors, everyone who can possibly evacuate, to evacuate, for them to not become casualties, for them to not harm them during the military actions that have been taken in that region. That was one of the first things Israel has alerted Gazan people to evacuate from the Shifa hospital. Hamas, on the other hand, has threatened everyone who wants to evacuate that if they will evacuate, if they will even leave the building or the region, they're going to shoot them. They're going to kill them themselves. So their decision had to be between being killed by the Israeli forces or being killed by Hamas, because they're not allowed to evacuate, and the Israeli forces can't just wait till Hamas will allow them to evacuate, because that's never going to happen.
Humanity is important for me. But yeah, and now Israel wanted to have a territory in Gaza, right?